What is up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 bringing you my brilliant Fluffal build that I just topped with in this recent regionals at Fort Worth. I really enjoyed this deck. It was a lot of fun. And in this deck profile, I'm just going to go briefly through my rounds and how I did. Let's get started. On round one, I played Zoo Metal Foes. In this matchup, in the first duel I lost, I didn't open too well, and then basically in the next two duels, I just summoned a Fight for Wolf and attack for game. That was the only time I went to Fight for Wolf, and I didn't expect him to go into him all day, but yeah, just those two duels I just OTK'd him with that. So that was pretty cool. And then round two, I played Cubics. He did manage to win one game against me, but other than that, like it wasn't even a contest. It's Cubics, so yeah. Round three, I played Dark Synchros. The deck is supposed to counter my deck in the sense that Dark Law hinders your abilities to make big plays, but he didn't open too well his first two hands, and I was just able to OTK him with ease and Dweller and stuff. Round four, I played against Magispector Metal Foes. Uh, I lost this round, unfortunately. Reason being is because I didn't open that well, and he just played Totem Bird and stuff like that, and uh, I don't know, it just didn't work out too well in this round. But that was quite unfortunate because the guy wasn't that good. But yeah, it is what it is. And then round five, I played against Zeus. I beat him 2-1. Um, yeah, there's nothing much to say in this one particular. But I was just able to OTK him with ease, and yeah. And then round six, I played dinosaurs. His first turn was so bad. He just set in monster in defense mode and one card face down. I just twin twisted and then I just OTK'd him after that. In the second duel, he opened like Toad and the Earth True King guy. Um, but I had such a good hand that no matter what he took away with Toad, I was just able to play around it and just OTK him after that. So that was pretty good. That was my round six, and then round seven, I played against Clean Metal Foes, probably my best round, the most fun. I'll explain later how I won this match. It went to 2-1. I thought I was gonna lose, but I mean the harder cards just guided me here. So yeah, round eight. At this point, I was 6-1, X1, and I was feeling it and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I lost to this guy, Zombie Lightsworn Minervas. Um, he had a really good deck. However, in his first turn, he didn't open well at all. Like he had one set card and set monster. Unfortunately, I didn't have an OTK hand at the time, and then after that, he just went off and beat me in the second round or the second duel. He resolved lawn mowing, and I did chain artifact lancers to buy me one turn, but and then he summoned Retaliating Sea, and wow, dude, Retaliating Sea just destroys this deck. And the amount of times I saw it today was just insane. I saw it more than D Barrier, and yeah, that card gave me a hard time. I expect to see that, but yeah, Retaliating Sea, man, watch out for that. And then last from my round nine, at this point, like I didn't care too much. Like I was X2, and no matter what I did, I was gonna get my Nat invite anyways. From place 9 to 64, it was just the same thing. So I didn't really try too much. I was too tired, but I was playing against pure Zodiacs. Um, and yeah, I mean, it was just a grind game, and he won the grind game. And at this point, I didn't really care too much. But yeah, that was my rounds. I went X3, but got my Nats invite, so that was really cool. And without further ado, let's get on to the deck profile. And I'll explain my tech choices and what I'd like to take out in the future and stuff like that. So first off, we obviously run the triple dog, the Stratus of the deck. There's nothing much more to say about it. Yeah, I guess it's your engine goer, and then triple bear to search out your toy vendor, but also his second effect. Wow, I used it like twice or thrice today or yesterday, and to add the polymerization from my graveyard to my hand. when I had Seraph I get to do the double normal summon, so that's when I used that. So I thought that was pretty cool. No one knew about that effect. And then I run the triple wings. I see some people run two. I totally disagree with that. You have if you can resolve Bear and Wings, you're basically going to win. Um, and I resolved it so many times today, and I'd never gotten striked or anything like that. Um, so yeah, next I run the double penguin. Some profiles run three. You do not need to run three of this card. Um, but it's really good because you can go into Toad and then the draw two discard and then the extra normal summon or the special summon with his effect. It's really powerful. You don't need to run three copies of it, in my personal opinion. And next for the last two, the Fluffal, one owl, one cat. Owl is really good because it can go by anti-spell fragrance and Imperial Order, and that helped me out a lot. Aside the second copy, cat on the other hand, I'm not too big of a fan of this card. I thought it would be really good because it's a strike dodger, but I sided it out quite a bit, and yeah, and that's it for the Fluffles. For the edge jumps, I run triple chain. Um, Really good card. Helps you search out your factory or fusion, and when Patchwork comes out, this card is it's going to be amazing. So yeah, I just run three chains, and then I run the one sabers. Some profiles I see running two. You don't need to run two because you can recycle them from your graveyard. And then I run the double King of the Swamp, so it could be like a substitute also to help you search out your polymerization and stuff like that. That was another issue with this deck, not today or yesterday in particular, but having an edge up monster or having a poly in your hand that sometimes was an issue for me when I was testing the deck. But I mean, for the most part, um, I was able to pull out my combo. I Fortunately I didn't brick too much throughout the regionals, but yeah. And last for the monsters run one Tourmaline. Honestly, if you have Garnet, play Garnet, but this is just a cheaper option, and you're never going to use him honestly. But he's a good instant fusion target, so you can go into your rank force. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that rounds up the monsters with 20 monsters. Next for the spells, I run triple Toy Vendor. Obviously, probably the one of the best cards in the deck with the Fluffal Wing combo and able to like dump some cards from your hand to the grave and their effects trigger. There's so many times when I would dump the sabers from my hand and then put the Gemini Tourmaline back on top of my deck to resolve Brilliant Fusion. I've done that twice, thrice today, and people were like, "Wow, I never thought of that." I mean, that's just a really good combo with the Brilliant Fusion, which is the next card right here. I run triple. Um, I highly recommend that if you play Fluffles, play the Brilliant Fusions because your normal summons are crucial to your plays. And not only that, it's a good bait card also. So like people would like Twin Twister or like Dryden Pop, and then you can just go off from there. Also, in Link's format, it'll help you extend your plays. So I do plan to play Brilliant Fusion in Link's. Next, I run the Triple Instant Fusion. Um, Helps you get out the Sheep, Norden, and yeah. Next, I play the Triple Poly. Some people play the Fusion Substitute as the third copy. I don't agree with that. You're most likely, most of the times, you're going to fuse from your hand. So, in my opinion, Fusion Substitute could be dead at times. So, yeah. And then I run the double Frightful Fusion into your Miracle Fusion. Um, yeah, it's pretty broken. I've won so many duels today with that. Next for the board wipes, I run the double Twin Twister and the double Dark Hole. If you do have a Regeki, I do suggest placing one Dark Hole with a Regeki, then Twin Twisters to get rid of strikes and stuff. Fortunately, I didn't hit a Scythe or anything like that. But I did get D-buried quite a bit today, but for the most part, I was able to grind through and get the dub. And last for the two spells, I run the one Foolish and then the one Factory. Some people run more copies of this. I don't agree with that because at times it can be dead, and I usually side the Fry for Factory out in my game twos and threes, but it did win me a couple of games today. So yeah, this card was pretty good. So that was 20 spells, and that's it for the main deck. And now quickly through the side deck. You run the triple tokens for whatever reason. Then the one owl. I might bump this up to three. I'm still debating because it's such a good card against anti-spell fragrance and Imperial Order. So yeah, next double Ghost Ogre. I usually sided this card in most of my matches today. It did help me win games and stuff. So yeah, I really recommend playing this card. And this card, at one time throughout the regionals, I used Polymerization to fuse this in a Gem Knight Tourmaline, and someone was like, "You confused with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, look up Seraphinite," and then I just went off with Seraphinite. So that was pretty cool. I actually did go into Seraphinite with Polymerization 2 to 3 times today and send the wings to the graveyard from my hand and then resolve Toy Vendor. So that was pretty cool. Next, I run the double Trap Beater. Never sided it in. It was for the anti-spell fragrances and Imperial Orders and any like Floodgate, like Imperial Iron Wall and stuff. But I didn't side it in. Double Gamma Seal. Never sided it in, but it is good in theory, especially against Crystal Wing, the indestructible Crystal Wing. Fortunately, I didn't see any WWEs, so yeah, that was good. Another card that I cited in a lot, or not too much, but quite a bit, was this card. I did resolve it once or twice, and it really helped me. Uh, but yeah, this card's really good against Infernoids and any of those Zombie Sworn decks. Next, from the last five of my side deck cards, these these cards are not final in my side deck because I've never sided them in. Two Grisala Prisons. Basically, like most likely in round two or game two, like they're gonna make you go first or maybe game three, depending on the situation, and you might want to side these in. But I never did side them in, and then the last I run the triple decree for Paleozoics if I wanted to go first, but or any card demise deck. But like I said, I didn't play any of those decks today. um, Today was just a lot of rogue. I didn't expect that, but yeah, I never sided these cards in, so I might take it out for like DD Crow or something like that. But yeah, that's it for the side, and then for the extra, I run the double saber, not triple. You do not have space in your extra deck, and going to the third would be kind of hard. But yeah, this card's really good. Then the Kraken, probably the best one from all of them, helps you OTK, send monsters from the field to the graveyard, not destroy them. Oh my god, that effect, the send to the graveyard is just OP, and then able to recycle it with the saber tooth, and like these two cards are OTK. This card and this card is OTK if you have one of each on the field. Uh, the amount of times I use this card today is just it just put in so much work uh, to able to destroy the whole my opponent's side of the field and just go for game. Next for the one, I was run the one sheep and one wolf. Back then, I used to run two copies, but I had to make space for other stuff. But this card's really good against Zodiacs, and this card helped me OTK in my round one. And then last for the fusion one, the one Norden, the Seraphinite. It's such a good card. Won me so many duels. I resolved it so many times. I couldn't even tell you how many times I resolved it, but it was really good. Next for the XYZs, probably the MVP is Abyss Dweller. I went to him quite a bit, and he gets the power boost from like the Penguin, Norden, and stuff, and it gives the power boost to the Kraken, so that's pretty good. Next, we're on the Utopia package. The idea was to get over Crystal Wing. I've went into him like twice, but other than that, like I didn't go to him too much. And then last, I run the Toad and Bahamut Shark, mainly because if you're going first, or if you want to ensure your OTK, I go into them. I went into Toad probably like 5 6 times throughout the day, but I mean it was pretty worth it, I guess. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Once again, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, what I'd like to change in the deck and any of that, please post it down below in the video. And have a nice day.